Hi, guys. Welcome to New Consultant Bootcamp Training, second video. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to, when I make these videos, I'm trying to make them short so it doesn't take you a long time to get through them. I'm so excited to have you here. Okay, so welcome again to the Elpis team. I'm so happy to have you here. If some of you are wondering what exactly does Elpis mean, it is actually a Greek word for hope. I chose hope, and I wanted to be a little different, so I just didn't want to say the hope team. But so the Elpis team is, all about hope and all things. And let me read to you. I actually have it right here behind my wall. Um, and I love that I have that, right? So, one thing that, as far as the hope, all through my life, I've always found that by having hope, makes paths and ways for great things. And that's how I've always tried to live my life. And when I accepted the Lord in my heart, um, that just even paved the way even more. And I can't be more grateful. So Isaiah 40:31, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. And I just love that. And I felt like that verse was so connected with me and really, you know, broaden the message I'm trying to purvey. So anyway, let's get started. Um, so today we're going to talk a little bit about the path and just getting what it means to get started with Mary Kay and so forth. So, all right. So biggest thing is that after you do your debut, and we get you some bookings for that, from that. And then from those bookings, we get other bookings. So, how do you keep that up, right? How do you get more, generate more leads, bookings, so forth? And we can work on that one on one as well. But the biggest thing is that there are only two reasons why a consultant does not move forward in Mary Kay. Either you're not willing, or two, you're not skilled. And this job is like anything else. You build your skills. So, oh my gosh, you should see me when I first did a facial by myself. I was a hot mess. Oh my goodness. But, and I will tell you, with more training and learning and being coachable and teachable, because that is so very important, you can learn how to do all of this. It's very easy. It's very easy to say, okay, put this on your face, take it off. How does that feel? Do this, do that, take it off. Okay, how does that feel? What do you like about that? So, but in actually selling and getting new team members and so forth, that does take skill and it takes time. And I just recommend you start doing it, and with my help, and we can get you there. We can get you wherever you want to be. Okay, so you'll hear us talk a lot about star consultants. What exactly is a star consultant? Well, that's the lowest level of star consultant is 1,800 in a quarter. We do a lot of things in the quarter. And so that's really important. Why is it so important to be a star? Well, that means you're working your business. Yes. And so if you were to do $300 a week, throughout the quarter, you would easily reach it. And $300 is easy to do just with reorders. So, I mean, it is really easy. And if you're not getting that, let's talk. Um, For those of you that are just doing this, part time, let's talk about that. Well, let's make a plan to help you succeed. And I want you to be successful. And that's what this is about. So where do you get these things? So one, there's so many different ways, and I'm not going to go in great detail about it because that's not what these videos are for. This is just an overview of certain things, and then if you see something like, hey, I want to know more about that, contact me, and then we can talk about that. Okay. But lead jars are what you normally put into businesses around your community to entice people to get put their name in so you can book facials that way. Let's see, just warm chatting. That's when you're talking to strangers. How many times have you been in the grocery store line and you just start talking to somebody? And so that's what warm chatting is. And just say, hey, I think you're beautiful. I would absolutely love to give you a facial. Is that something you'd be interested in? Well, can I get your name and number? And I'll give you a call. So I mean, it's just different things like that. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll become. Trust me, I was so scared to warm chat somebody and in the beginning, but now it's just like second nature. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, do I do it every single time I'm out? No. Should I? Yes. But I don't, but it does get easier. I promise you. So all right. And then let's see. Okay, so referrals through your facials and parties. Oh my gosh, this is so important to definitely get referrals. People are more likely to book with you when you have facial on their friends. Okay, so that's really important. You can join business groups that are in your community. Let's see. I should have probably written all these down because there's just so many, but there are so many ways. Vendor events. I do a lot of vendor events. I like them. They're easy to do. And yes, it does take, most of the day, when you're setting up and then being there and then taking down. But to me, it's really easy. I like being in front of the people and connecting one after one after one. So I like that. It's not for everyone, but just to figure out what works for you. But I will say, don't just count on one way. You need to have several ways in your arsenal to build that customer base. Okay. And the way you do it is bookings and sell. Book, sell, recruit. That is the heart of our business. And it doesn't change whether you are brand new consultant or if you are a national sales director. It is the same: book, sell, recruit. And Mary Kay Ash always said, nothing happens until you sell something. And so if you do that star recruiting 300 every week, I promise you, big things will happen in your business. I have been a star from the very beginning, every single quarter that I've been doing Mary Kay, and it's been huge for me. But one of the best things I love about it is that the company will give you referrals. And so when someone goes on marykay.com and say they're looking for a consultant, they'll put in their zip code. And if you're within that zip code, then Mary Kay actually, since you're a star consultant, you'll be one of the first ones they recommend. And I've gotten a couple of my best customers that way. And I absolutely love it. When you do $600 every month minimum, you're going to get custom made jewelry that is just for those consultants. So it's not like you can buy that anywhere else. And so I absolutely love that. And because everybody knows, especially when you go to seminar and you're wearing like one of your monthly jewelry earners, and like, oh my gosh, I got this too. You got this in April. Woo. So it's really exciting. And they're beautiful. They're beautiful. All right. So you need to know how to coach your hostesses. And I like to spend money I spend money on my hostesses because those are going to be your absolute best referrers, and because they love the product, that's why they're becoming a hostess, right? And so I do give quite a bit to my hostesses. You don't have to do that; it's your business. You do as you please. If you're brand new starting out, you just don't have, can't afford to do that, let's talk, because there are ways you can make people feel important without just giving them things. So, and that's what it's all about, is to make the person in front of you feel important, feel beautiful, and bless them. So, and that's easy to do, right? I can't tell you how many times people, I'll talk to women, they're like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. And they're like, no one has ever told me that. Can you imagine going through life and never receiving compliments? And I just don't think we compliment each other enough. So, also too, let's see, I've got my paper here so I don't forget and get off track. How do we make our money? Okay, well, we make our money because we get 50% commission. So if I'm selling something to you for $2, I'm keeping $1. We do the 60/40 split. That will be another video on money management. And I think that's very important when you're running a business. You need to know how to manage your money. So you're keeping 40% profit and you're taking the other 60% because we have business expenses. So that's for your PCP program. That's for your inventory. That's for when I pay for my vendor event fees. When I'm having to, just different systems I'm paying for every month. But don't worry about all of that. But that's basically the gist of it. So, okay, so how do we get paid? Well, we get paid when we do our facials and our parties. We get paid through reorders. We get paid through when we team build. And then, of course, when we go into leadership. So, as a sales director, I get commissions. And it doesn't come out of my downline's pocket. No, it comes from corporate. So that's fantastic. And they do help. They give me money every time you gain a new team member. They're giving you money to help you with some expenses too. So it's not. And then of course you're talking about the car. My goodness. So yeah, this company is awesome, guys. Oh my gosh, I can go all day about it. All right. So we'll cover basic money management in another video. I will tell you though that it is important to get a checking account for your business and a savings account. The 40%, when I remember I said 60/40 split. So my 40%, that's what I'm paying me. So I'm taking the profit out of what I've earned and putting 40% into my checking account, my business checking account. And then the 60% goes into my savings account. And that is what I use to end up paying all the business expenses. When I get on Amazon and I need something for my office or, whatever it is, post-it notes, let's say, I'm taking that money out of that savings account, that 60%. Okay. Now something I do is I have a Mary Kay credit card. That you can get from Mary Kay in Touch. You can apply for it there. It's a Visa card. I actually put all of my stuff, all of my expenses on that credit card. So that's the only thing that I use is that credit card for business. So that means if let's say I go to career conference and I'm going out to dinner, I'm going to use that credit card because all of that is tax write off. And I'm making sure I get receipts for everything. Um, so even if I'm putting gas in my car because I'm driving to career conference, I'm making sure it's on that credit card and making sure that I keep receipts. So what I do is that I use some of that 60% in that savings account and then be able to make a payment every month on that credit card. So that is how I do it. If credit card doesn't work for you, it's just easy. I'm not really good at keeping up with money. That's not one of my strengths. So that's why I use the credit card, because I know that everything on there is easy for me to get a statement and see all of my business expenses. Okay. So That's how I do it. All right. All right. How do you do a perfect power start? Remember, I said a perfect start is seeing 15 faces in 2 weeks. Power start is 30 faces in 30 days. Talk to me and get you there. It's very easy to do. It's a little difficult if you're doing single people and just doing a facial. That's 30 faces. You can have a party of 6. Boom, boom, boom. Knock it out. I'm telling you, this is a numbers game, and and if you are working your business, this will come. Everything falls in line. You're star consultant, you're building your team members. So everything just falls together. All right. Um, we already talked about doing the debut. Um, All right, Mary Kay image. What is the Mary Kay image? You guys, we go by the golden rule. That was something that Mary Kay Ash implemented 60 years ago, and we still live by it. So, what is the golden rule? It is do unto others as you would want them to do to you. And if you live your life, you live your business by that, you cannot go wrong. You want to, and sometimes you give a little to get a little, and that falls in line with karma and everything. Whatever it is you believe in, you just cannot go wrong with that. And how fantastic is it to work for a company that's their main philosophy? Then you have God first, family second, career third. Um, if you don't have God first, nothing falls in line, right? Family second. It is so important to have your family support and be on board for you in doing this business, because that is the main reason why we do this. Every single person I talk to or that I get on my team, the main focus is their family. And family is everything. So make sure that you keep them in there, keep them in your business, get them involved. If you have little kids, help them, have your little kids make your little packets for your hostesses or whatever, and they enjoy it, and you'll be able to work right beside them, and it's fun. And it's not something that, where you have to have, we all have kids, we all know what it's like, and even those people that don't have kids, they may not know exactly the day in and day out, but they have sisters, I'm sure, or nieces, nephews, whatever, and so we all understand it's a family business. Um, okay, so why do we wear dresses and skirts to our events? This is really important. And I know a lot of people say that it's probably old school, and it probably is, but out of respect for Mary Kay Ash, because she thought it was very important that you dress professional. And yes, I think you can be professional and excuse me, in a pantsuit. But when we go to an actual corporate event, we do wear dresses or skirts. So that is important. It was important to Mary Kay Ash. Therefore, I have a tremendous respect for her, and I feel like we should honor that. Okay, so we talked about, okay, the go give attitude. You will hear that a lot. What is the go give attitude? Well, it's sharing with other consultants, when we make our Canva things, and it's okay. And, we want to share. Oh my gosh, how did you get so many bookings? We share that. We get, as sales directors, we can adopt other, directors, team members into our unit if their directors far away, and we treat them just like they're our own. So, again, golden rule, right? That's the go give attitude. Okay. Um, One thing that's very important for your business, and your personal growth, because I'm a testament to that, is Monday meetings. When you're doing or getting on, whether we call them Monday mingles, girls' night out, unit meetings, whatever, they're, different people have different names for them, but it's basically the time that you get recognized for all your hard work. It's a time that for inspiration, you get to, listen and get together with your other fellow consultants. And that's how you get to know each other. And I will tell you, when we have an event, We always have like a fall retreat. We have a career conference. It's usually like in the March, April time frame. And then of course seminar. Sometimes in January we have like what we call January jump starts. And the of course seminar is for our Diamond area is end of July, and that's in Dallas, Texas. That's the big shebang. That's the one that oh my gosh, you've got to go. But I will tell you, if there is an event, do not miss these company events. It is extremely important for your business. It is important for your growth, your training. It just gets you inspired. And because we're this is network marketing, so you're going to have ups and downs, and that is just part of it. But to listen to other people and listen to their stories and where they were and where they came from and where they are now is so inspirational. And you never know when that one person is going to resonate with you and your business is going to take off. So do not miss company events. All right, so our unit meetings were actually with our future national sales director, Audrey McDowell. It's on Monday nights at 7 o'clock. We do Zoom. You'll see it on my Facebook group for our units. I will be posting, each time when and where and all that. So it doesn't change. Sometimes the Zoom changes. But I'll always give that information to you. So make sure you stay on the Elpis Unit Facebook page and the Facebook group, and as for up to date information on that. All right, work your weekly plan. So if you have your weekly plan sheet, that is important because that gives you your time to say, especially for work a 9 to 5 job. Say, okay, this is when I'm working. This is when I go to church. This is date night. This is when I'm doing my Mary Kay business. Get together with me and I will help you with that. Sometimes, life happens. It's not always like, it doesn't happen the way we plan it, but that's okay because it gives you a direction and it gives you goals. And that's what's important. All right. So the next video, we're going to go over the flip chart, and we'll do another video on time management. We'll go over the lookbook and things like that. So, so stay tuned for the next one. If you guys have any questions, of course, you can always reach out to me. And I hope this is helping. So let me know. All right. Bye, guys.